Hello, are you a very busy person? Do you find it hard to fit the time in to go for a run? Do you have so much work that you really just can't spare the minutes it takes to go for a run? Or maybe when you're actually running, you don't enjoy it very much because you feel guilty that you're running, and you also kind of start thinking about all the things that you need to do when you get back, and it stops your enjoyment of the run. I definitely identify with those things, and I wanted to share productive running with you because I think this is a really helpful tool that you can use not only to get you out running more, but actually to make the most of your running to help you with your work. So it's something that I feel is very, very useful, and I wanted to tell you all about it. Now, time management is something that I'm quite interested in, fascinated by, if you like, and I've spent a lot of time learning and reading and trying out different techniques to see what works for me, because there's so much that I want to do, and I just want to do things as efficiently and effectively as possible so that I can get out and have more time to go running. But productive running combines running and working, so I wanted to tell you all about it. So basically what you do, first of all, you pick your project. What is the thing that you want to solve? Maybe you've got a presentation you're trying to create. Maybe you've got a difficult email that you need to write, or a difficult conversation that you want to have. Maybe you're brainstorming for a new project idea. Whatever it is, pick your topic and think, what do you want to achieve by the end of your run? Then you need to plan your route. Now, be careful with this one, because what you need is something that's not demanding. This isn't the time for great big hills, for very difficult trails. You want something that you don't really have to think too much about the actual running. You certainly don't want to be running where there are lots of road crossings. So something reasonably flat, reasonably easy, so you can focus on the project and not actually on the running itself. Then when you get started, you just get thinking. Let your mind just very quickly brainstorm ideas. You know, that first 10 minutes of your run where it actually feels pretty awful, just get through that bit first. Just have a time when you can just randomly think about the ideas as they come into your head. And then after about 10 minutes or so, you need to start thinking logically. So I was doing this with creating a PowerPoint presentation that I was going to give. So first of all, I just sort of started thinking overall, what is the main theme of this topic? What do I really want to say? And then once I settled into the run, I started thinking slide by slide and working my way gradually through it. Okay, so start thinking about the project and then start thinking more logically. You need to stay focused, because what you'll find a little bit, if you've ever tried meditating, suddenly you realise you're thinking about what to cook for dinner, and you've gone way, way away from thinking about your breath and focusing on the thing at hand. And it's very much like this with productive running. Before you realise it, you're not thinking about the project at all. So very gradually, just gently, divert your mind back to the project. Try and keep focused and avoid your mind wandering all over the place. It does take quite a lot of practice, like meditation does, but just persevere and keep going, and don't be cross with yourself, because it's normal when your mind wanders. The other thing you need to do is keep moving forwards. The same way that you're moving forwards in your running, you need to keep moving forwards in your project. What you find, and this just happens, is that you kind of keep going back over the bit you've already solved. You keep thinking, well, I'll just do a quick recap. Try to not do that. Just try to keep moving forwards all the time so that you're getting through the project. Then finally, when you've been on your you might need to be quite a long run if you're doing a big PowerPoint presentation like I was, but really important that you capture the information. Because you know what it's like. It's a bit like dreaming. You get back from your run, you can't remember anything that you thought about. All those great ideas that you had have been and gone. So either write them down immediately you get in the door, or another tip, what I like to do is I've always got my phone with me when I run. So I just use the voice recorder and just very quickly as I'm going along, maybe stop a couple of times, or maybe if you can do it when you're on the move, and just very quickly capture what I'd actually already planned, because you don't want to lose those precious bits. So that's basically how you do it. And I think if you try it, you will actually be really amazed at the results. It can work really, really well. And it's no big surprise. A study from Stanford University in 2014 showed that we're 60% more creative when we're on the move. So we can harness the benefit of running. We know when we're exercising, we boost our blood circulation, we increase the new nerve cell development in our brain, and we release all these feel-good chemicals that help us relax and focus. So when you get back from your run, you're also in a really, really good state to carry on working, but actually you can harness that creativity and problem solving, almost meditative effects of running, actually while you're on the move to solve your work problems. So do give it a go. Let me know how you get on. I would just give you 2 words of warning. It's not the time for trying to combine it with hard training. You need to be focusing on the project, not on the intervals, not on your speed, etc. And secondly, don't do it too much. It can spoil the way that running can let your mind wander free, and I think those runs are really, really important. But every now and then, pick something that's relevant, pick something that will be useful to you, and give productive running a go. So I hope that's helpful. If you want to find out a little bit more about productive running, and also I talk about mindful running too, then go to my new book called Run Well, published by Bloomsbury and available everywhere. So please go and enjoy it, and do let me know how you get on. I'm here on where you found this video, and also on my blog at drjulietmcgrattan.com. I hope to hear from you soon, and I hope this is really helpful.